Hey guys, it's Brian. We're back here in the garage with the Frostbite JL, and today we're going to be prepping for the Rubicon. We're going to do a series of videos, and this is going to be getting our Jeep ready for our Rubicon trip coming up here in a couple months. If you've been following along, we've been mentioning it quite a bit, and what we're going to do is put some armor on, do some bead locks, things like that, do some maintenance, and get this rig ready to go. So what we're doing today is some sliders, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. You can come on over here. We got a set of sliders from Rusty's Off-Road. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap out our Rubicon factory sliders that we have on here. We'll pull those off real quick. It's pretty easy. And then we'll go ahead and unbox these and show you what we're working with. Alright guys. So this is how they send them to you. They did use quite a bit of foam, so that's good. That's probably our hardware. Yep. All right. So let's get all this foam off and see how they look. All right, guys. So this is what they look like out of the box. They look pretty nice. Nothing's damaged on these. They did use a lot of foam on there, so I'm not surprised. The powder coating looks really nice. They're a bit shiny, but we'll take care of that here soon. If you want to go ahead and look. This is going to be the part number, so it's Rusty's rocker armor with kicker tube. This one's got the tube that kind of comes out and away from the body, not the step one. So this will actually hug closer to the body and keep hopefully some of the trees and rocks out of our doors. So let's go ahead and we're going to pull the Rubicon ones off now that everything looks good, and we'll get these bad boys on. Here we go. Alright guys, so it's time to pull off these Rubicon factory rock rails. They're pretty easy. It's going to be 3 bolts up into the body, and then it's going to be 6 pinch bolts. The pinch bolts are 10 millimeter, and then the 3 other bolts are 13. So let's go ahead and pull that off. So those are the bolts you need to pull. Those are the 10 millimeters, and then that one's going to be the 13 for you. Alright guys, now that we got the Rubicon rock sliders off, we're going to go ahead and pull the body bolts on the Jeep. There's 3 of them we need to pull, 1 up here in the front and 2 towards the rear. That's how we're going to mount these new Rusty sliders. We do need an 18 millimeter socket and a breaker bar. I have heard through the grapevine that these front 2 are a bit of a pain. They do have red Loctite on them. So fingers crossed they come out easy. You just want to go nice and slow as you're loosening them. You don't want to throw an impact on there and just run it out. It'll heat up and you'll have issues getting that bolt out. So let's go ahead and we'll get mine loosened up. All right, she's starting to move. If you guys want to come in and take a look, I'll show you this front one. That's what we're working with. That's going to be the 18 millimeter. We'll do that one, then that one, and then that one. All right, guys. So we got it loose. And then sometimes it'll kind of catch there. There's a retaining clip. So if you just throw an impact on here and pull it down, you'll get that out. I do have some red Loctite on here, but it's not too bad. So this is what comes out. We're gonna go ahead and pull the other 2 out, and we'll get those new sliders on. All right guys, now that we got that pesky front one off, that one actually wasn't too bad, just gotta take it real slow. Now we got this back one. These are gonna be 18s as well. These back 2. There's also going to be 2 16 millimeter little nuts in each section here that you need to pull off as well. So let me go ahead and show you that. Those 2 16 millimeter nuts on each side of the body mount nut there. So we're going to go ahead and pull those off real quick, and then we should be able to mount our new sliders. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, now they're all out. So let's go ahead and we'll get our sliders on. Alright guys, so we got the driver's side on already, so let's go ahead and put the passenger side on. We went ahead and removed those body bolts. Those are going to be the 18 millimeter ones. Mine all came out pretty easy. My rear driver's side one did give me a little bit of a fit, but if you go nice and slow with the breaker bar, you'll get it out. So we're going to go ahead and put those back in. That's what's going to hold these on, as well as the smaller 16 millimeter bolts. Those are going to be torqued to 35 foot-pounds, and the big ones are going to be 92 foot-pounds. So let's go ahead, grab your helper, we'll put this up, and then we'll see how it looks. Alright guys, so I just wanted to give you a better look at those holes we need to drill out now. So there's going to be one on each side in here. And then we're going to have them here at this section as well. And there's one right there up front. And I think according to the instructions there's one up high there. So it looks like they didn't drill that hole out. So they might have taken that out of the install, which is fine. I'm sure just one extra pinch bolt there, and then the 4 back there is going to be plenty. And that's going to keep these from rocking up into the body and give it some extra support. So let me go ahead and show you what I got to drill those out, and then we'll get those thrown on. Alright guys, so this is what I'm going to use to drill out those holes. The instructions do say to use an 1/8 inch drill. You want to make sure you get metal bits. I got some good Milwaukee ones with the hex ends for them. And then you're going to work your way up to 3/8. And then we've got a bunch of grade 8 3/8 hardware we're going to put on. You do want to put the end of the bolt on the outside, and then the washer and the nut are going to go on the inside. And then I did pick up one of these 90-degree Milwaukee impact drill adapters here. We're going to see if that helps. It should get us up into the hole a little easier, at least with this bit anyways. So let's go ahead and we'll get those drilled out. I'll get these installed and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright guys, so now that we got our holes drilled out to 3/8, we can go ahead and pop our hardware in. So they do actually provide 2 washers. One's for the outside, one for the inside. And then we'll go ahead and put the nylock nut on. So these are going to be torqued to 40 foot-pounds. Let's go ahead and get these all on, and then we'll be all done. Alright guys, this is what it's going to look like with those bolts all installed and drilled out. It was pretty easy. Just remember to keep your drill bits oiled so you don't burn them up. Go nice and slow, and then don't forget to do a little touch-up paint so we don't get any rust on those frame horns. Alright guys, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Alright guys, that's going to do it for the install of the Rusty sliders. I think they turned out great. The powder coating on them is really nice. They're pretty shiny, but they won't be like that for long. It was an easy install. All my bolts came out pretty easy and went back in pretty good. So I was lucky I didn't break any body bolts. So it was a great install. I definitely recommend these. They are pretty nice sliders. Alright guys, if you want to go ahead and follow along, see the rest of the Rubicon prep videos, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel and comment down below and let me know what you think. Thanks guys, we'll see you on the next one.